Hello everyone, MFPallytime here, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We join our party once again inside of the Underdark. Lae'zel and her new adamantine armor is looking fantastic. We're probably going to finish off this area in today's video, tie up a few loose ends, and I hope you guys are excited for the ride. I'm hopefully going to be showing you a fight you have seen before, an area you have not seen before. It's very secretive and pivotal to our plot that we have going on. And then I'll show you an easy way to complete another quest inside of the Myconid colony. We are at the Psionic outpost. This is where you go after leaving the goblin base if you decide to go out the basement way. And if you look to the west, just as you're going down the stairs, you can leave the Psionic outpost going this way into the mountain range. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have seen this before. We have shown this off a lot in our various playthroughs, but there is a very difficult enemy over here. Oh, and an explosive mushroom. Nice. Let's make sure we don't take damage from those. I'm not sure what the best place for me to kind of put my party is, but to say things are already winding down for the day would be a bit of an understatement. Astarion completely out of spell slots and missing 12 HP. That's probably potion worthy. Do we have any key points? We do, and I suppose we do have a short rest if we need it as well. Well, Kalark is going to enter first, and everyone will kind of try to follow suit. Ooh, there's the surprise, though. What could all of these statues mean? To be honest, I don't know if we fought this thing in our Zen run, in our Dark Urge run. Ooh, look at that big eyeball right there. Oh, and teeth on teeth on teeth. Wow. Oh, I thought half of my party was not in the fight. Well, we are seeing the surprise round of the Spectator already going off. He's managed to take one of the drow that were turned to stone and break them out of it. This drow's using a Misty Step to get down to the lower area and casting darkness on the entirety of my party. We are not going to get to go again. Instead, the Spectator does its first turn, dealing 22 damage to Kalark and killing him in a single round of combat. Oh my God. We are going to attempt to Misty Step in, but I have a horrible feeling that I won't be able to see that far. We move to the edge of the darkness and Misty Step closer to the Spectator. Lae'zel will be able to start swinging, and she begins. 65% chance to hit. The first swing goes off as a miss. The second connects for, what was that, 18 damage? I don't have second wind, so that's going to be, or excuse me, action surge. So that's going to be her entire turn. Astarion is going to attempt to move out of the fog, and as he does, cast a Bardic Inspiration onto Kalark that will at least get him back on his feet. Now, on his turn, remember, we don't have any main actions, but we do have bonus actions, and on Kalark, it just so happens that bonus actions are the strongest thing that he can do. So we're going to move up and try to do a toppling flurry of blows, and we will use the cutting words to try to make it work. Unfortunately, the Spectator is immune to the prone status. So for now, that is probably going to be it. We could try to Vicious Mockery. I don't think I have line of sight to make that happen. No, we could at least Vicious Mockery the other one in the corner. This fight will become more and more complicated the more ads get woken up. So hopefully, by some miracle, Kalark is able to actually stay alive through this round. The drow that Misty stepped down to the lower level is coming back up, and he's going to put Kalark to sleep. I may be the strongest and smartest of all of the Githyanki, but I don't have any answers for that. That's really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. Vicious Mockery being used. This guy is a neutral target now, and I don't know why. Oh, because you're in the Spectator's charm. The Spectator's charm. I see. I was thinking about doing a Crown of Madness, but I don't think that's going to quite work out for me. Instead, I am going to use Fire Bolt on the Spectator, dealing 19 damage. Awesome shot. And we'll continue to try to inch forward. Now, I thought this guy would be mad at me, which is why I put the Vicious Mockery on him. I thought it would be lowering his chance to hit me. Attack of opportunity as the Spectator tries to move away from Lae'zel. The attack does not connect, and Kalark is taken down again. On top of that, Lae'zel frightened by the Spectator. Bite being used on Gale. There's a chance we can make it miss. We do! Beautiful. Beautiful. We got an attack of opportunity for 3 damage from Gale. So, I could do a shrieking song. The sword shrieks. All enemies within a 20-foot range take a 1d4 penalty to charisma, wisdom, and intelligence saving throws. Affected creatures also receive a little bit of thunder damage. Should we do that? Or would Vicious Mockery kind of feels like it's the play? I want to give this guy disadvantage on attacking me. Unfortunately, he saved and took absolutely no damage. Lae'zel cannot move closer to the target because she is frightened. However, she can pull out that bow of hers and start shooting. Unfortunately, not connecting with much, but she did connect a little bit. I do not have any bardic inspiration to help Kalark up right now. So for the time being, he is going to stay there. We see a Scorching Ray being used on one of the drow that is not currently mind-controlled, and then a push attempting to remove Gale from this fight. I'm going to summon in a cloud of daggers that will not only hit the Spectator, but also hit the drow in front of them. And then I'm going to use Misty Step to get behind Kalark using the last of my level 2 spell slots. And we're going to end our turn there. The non-mind-controlled drow shoots off an arrow for 6 damage into the Spectator. I believe it also took some damage on its turn, but our drow friend is now, unfortunately, completely melted away. Lae'zel's going to shield herself to not take any damage from that bite, and as the Spectator turns around, it becomes one of the drow's turn. Now, these guys are charmed, so I imagine if we kill the thing charming them, that they will stop attacking us. At least that's what I'm hoping. In fact, let me go ahead and select Gale here really fast. Ooh, I can't do that. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. I want to just go ahead and break that cloud of daggers because you may notice that the person standing in it is neutral to us right now.
Time to strike.
Lae'zel, no longer frightened, is going to leap towards the Spectator and fire off a ranged attack on accident. Since this one really needs to hit, let me make sure Great Weapon Master is off. We swing 65% chance to hit. She does connect.
Dust
And we finish it off.
tongue.
You have very white eyelashes.
Parlay, and he brings a Spectator. Twit. Quite ruined my ambush. Now, you are?
Astarion, your savior. You're welcome for the rescue.
Rescue? Helpless babes are rescued. I allowed you to assist me.
Okay, we're about to throw this guy off the cliff.
Third son of House Bartol, first rank evoker, and initiate of Graven Hollows. Oh. Oh, no, no, my dear dark gods below, no!
What is that? I think I remember. I think it's like
A container
Yeah,
into which brief mental impressions are projected and stored for years at a time.
It's like a memory stone. It's fading. It seems like you've been frozen for a long time.
Far, far longer than I realized. Then my enemies have already found the forge. Which bastard stole my glory? Zargrim? Philro?
Oh, I did. We found the forge. That was me, actually.
Liar? How?
Well, I went over there. Why would I tell you? Why wouldn't we tell him? We just helped these guys. We would be friendly, right? I was exploring across the lake. I broke down some rocks. It was cool.
Do you know how many years we spent searching, studying, for you to simply stumble on it?
I don't know if I would say I stumbled.
I might have to raise your corpse just so I can kill you twice.
Wait, what? My monk is still dead, you shit! Uh-oh, Lae'zel's gonna have to step up here. Shield, potentially. I don't think she needs it. We'll save that spell slot for now. Like I said, 1 damage. That doesn't matter at all. Well, I was hoping for a bit different of an outcome here, but this is what we're gonna do. Astarion's going to move into melee range, and we are going to try to shriek with our sword. Okay, it only did damage to this guy. I'm seeing the area now. But he should have disadvantage on a lot of different crowd control effects now. Theoretically. I am going to use my action on Gale to help up Kalark. It is his turn. And even without an action, Kalark is lethal. So we're going to take him and as soon as I can, move him a bit closer to this archer here. And we're going to do a toppling attack. There we go. He's knocked down. He has 1 HP remaining. Now, Gale's not able to do anything on his turn. Kalark has served his... Actually, I have an attack. Why do I have an attack? That's confusing. I was just rezzed. Who's this guy in here? I'm having a hard time targeting him because of the spectator body. So I suppose I will move closer. Not enough movement to make that happen. I'll move closer to Astarion, and unfortunately, we will not attack again. Astarion's going to bite the drow. I totally condone that one. Whoa! 8 damage and a heal off of that. I like that very, very much. I can't seem to hit this guy, though. If I select my weapon and click up here, that should work. Do it again. Select my weapon, click up here. 50% chance on the swing. When it does connect, we hit for 18. That's pretty big. We'll stay there with Lae'zel. He's going to follow up with a pushing attack. So he is a fighter. I didn't want to block it. I thought it would actually move me away from him. The offhand attack will basically deal no damage. We're not going to block that. And now Gale gets a chance of showing off, firing off his firebolt for 13 damage. Astarion, vicious mockery. Can we insult him to death? In fact, we can. In fact, we can. Now, it's been a long day. Okay, and it got even longer. I guess there was an explosive mushroom behind the fucking spectator. How unlucky is that? I'm going to have to do, again, the hitbox here is hindering me. We're going to have to do a help and a portrait click to get him back up. That spectator is dead, but did it get the last laugh? That's giving us Ray of Fear and Wounding Ray. Excellent amulet. Could either go to Astarion or to Gale, and I think both would be fantastic additions. We're going to loot the rest of the bodies here. I think one of these guys will have something of significance. I believe there's a staff you can build if you acquire the 3 pieces here in the Underdark. We have one of the pieces. Maybe this guy doesn't have one. Maybe I'm mixing that up. We do get a memory shard. Could we look at that at all? Use.
The crystal shines only faintly. A memory shard, the wizard had called it.
Gently probe the thoughts within. I suppose we should have given this to Gale. We will do astral knowledge. We only needed 10. We have a +3. 8 + 3 is 11. We got it.
The crystal's glow swells, drawing you into its depths. You are transported somewhere deep.
I've been there.
Hot as the hells themselves. Within the Underdark's bowels, beyond an ancient stronghold, hovers a giant hammer, waiting to fall. An echoing clang, and you're back to yourself, left only with a firm sense of a place, a grand forge.
Now, many of you have seen this fight before, myself included. We've done this in a lot of our playthroughs. Pretty cool fight. I have never once shown the next area on video. But before we do it, we're going to take my party back to camp, and we're going to show you why we need to go to the next area.
You carry a Githyanki relic. I will have an explanation. Or your head.
Yes!
Away. Now. I won't warn you.
Yes! Now, remember, I had an interaction that I wasn't really a fan of, because in my headcanon, Shadowheart is clinging on to that Githyanki relic and keeping it close to her. But we had a cutscene where it literally flew into our hands. We're going to pretend like that didn't exist. We're going to pretend like Shadowheart has been hiding that relic from the entire party this whole time. We've seen little glimpses of it, but now the truth is coming out. We've recognized it. It is a Githyanki relic, and it deserves to be back with the Githyanki. But why are you two arguing?
She carries an heirloom of our people. She must explain herself.
She is deluded. As are you, should you show her your allegiance.
Excuse
Lies
me?
upon more lies.
There's a Githyanki option here. Lae'zel's right. I don't need my own kin as enemies.
It's too late. You can't appease them. We have to do what's right for us. The artifact stays with me.
Oh,
You think
perfect.
This can be settled with just words. No. Honor demands I take something from you.
Any ideas on how we settle this, ladies?
The bad blood must be purged. A jewel come first light.
You mean I'd get to prove you wrong and thrash you? I love it. Get some rest, Lae'zel. You'll need it.
Oh, I don't think I don't think this situation really good for me. I don't think this situation went quite right.
You had every chance to look the other way.
Oh, no,
But
no,
here
no,
we
no,
are.
no, 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 no.
You chose this.
Spare me the justifications, coward.
Kick her in the mouth.
If anyone asks, I'll say you were transforming. Don't expect to be more.
And now there's a conspiracy too? Shadowheart, stop. You don't have to do this. I could move and attack her. We need a 10. We have a -1 on charisma. We rolled a 16. Shadowheart, take the blade away from Lae'zel's neck right now. Sounds like a fucking dad. Talking to crazy kids.
She's a liability. It's the artifact we need, not her.
Let me up, and I'll show you.
Oh, God, I hope we don't have more checks. Cooperate, Lae'zel, for your own sake. I'm going to say that, yeah.
You would have me surrender, kin. A disgusting notion.
You had better warm to that notion very rapidly, or your journey ends here. We needn't be enemies. There's plenty of those to go around already.
What would you have? That we be friends?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Well, that's a start. That's a start.
But imagine what we might achieve if we channeled some of that hostility back at our real foes, instead of each other. They wouldn't stand a chance.
Well, I, for one, am really glad that happened. You know what? Let's even, Gale, why don't you stay here for a little bit? I'll be right back.
Say one thing for our troop. We're not short on drama. I'm glad Shadowheart and Lae'zel settled their differences peacefully. Eventually.
Yeah, they sure did, dude. They sure did. Gale, I can't wait for you to see what's about to happen. Would you mind staying here for a minute, Gale?
I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it.
Don't worry, it won't take long. It won't take long.
I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
I don't think there'll be any more trouble between Lae'zel and I, if you were wondering. We can all sleep easier now.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be any more trouble either. I think we're good. Why don't you come with me? Why don't you join me?
So, have we buried the hatchet, Lae'zel?
No. Why would I bury a weapon? Is it broken?
It's a metaphor.
I do not know your metaphor. But if you need help digging, I will find a shovel.
See, real camaraderie right there. So we're gonna leave this area just outside the Selionite outpost and go to the Underdark Beach. It's just gonna be a little bit easier to get to the location I'm trying to go to. Now, I have never brought you guys here in a video before. I think this is going to be absolutely perfect. Hey, friendly reminder, if you're still watching, I would love if you would hit that like button for us. Helps us out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. And I want to keep pumping out this Baldur's Gate content for as long as I can. And that's an easy way of helping us achieve that. Thank you, guys. As we approach the arcane tower area, we've seen this before as well. Many of the explosive mushrooms are hanging out in this area. We're just going to swap over to Astarion and clear out our path ahead of us. If he can make this jump across, it's actually close.
I've been watching you.
Wow.
Shadowheart.
He's such a physical specimen. With all of the mushrooms out of the way, we're going to head east. And you may notice that there is one more of these explosive mushrooms way down here tucked in the corner. Truthfully, I don't know how I'm going to get Astarion over there. I suppose he can jump on these mushrooms over. There is a small wall that you could click on here that takes you down into a new area, the Festering Cove. Well, Kalark takes point as we begin to move forward. We see some very strange creatures clapping, celebrating, located all around the area here. And what appears to be some kind of throne set up in the skeleton of an old ship. I'm climbing down to say hello. We'll see how this goes. It seems like we're welcome here.
Our blood to fill your oceans. Oh, blessed Boal.
Boal.
Our bones to build your temple in the deep.
A wave of pure devotion washes over you. And with every surge, you feel a presence grow in resistance.
Wait, are we on board?
Word, priest. Promises. Your god wants proof. Wants blood.
Blood?
Beings at Kuatoa, former Gake playthings that manifest their gods through sheer belief.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Hey, friend.
You, our Lord of Murder, demands sacrifice. You will be an offering for the great god Boal.
So, Boal, you know, Baal's the god of murder, right? I like this one. Investigation. Get your bearings. What have you just stumbled in on? We'll see if we can actually pass this check. We do have guidance since Shadowheart's here. -1 on our roll, but we already have a +4 and a plus D4. Let's get a D8 in there too. It's early in the day. That is a high roll, so doesn't look like we actually needed it, but you never know. 25 on our 15.
That sickle blade. It's no religious totem. It belongs to a common redcap. Fey creatures known for their bloodlust.
Oh!
Priest. Boal wants a sacrifice. Boal wants blood.
Wait, if it's blood you want, I can make another offer, Boal.
What's that then? See, you got meat to spare.
Boy, do we have meat to spare.
Got for blessed Boal.
Well, you want me to sacrifice one of my friends? Because I can do that.
Well, don't look at me.
That's the only one I'm looking at.
Wake up beside a handsome virgin every morning, but life doesn't give us what we want. Can we kill this god now?
No. What?
Make an offering or become one.
He seems so reasonable. I think we should give him Shadowheart. I like how giving him Lae'zel isn't even an option for some reason. Yeah, take Shadowheart. And once she is sacrificed to this god, we will claim the Githyanki artifact for its rightful owners. Take her!
You can sacrifice yourself first, you spineless rat.
Did it work? Oh, wait, what? Wait, we're fighting her? I just leveled her up. She was a level 1 priest. We could have just gone with that or a level 1 cleric. Trying a stunning strike, we're going to try to make it work. It looks like it does. Now, Astarion is going to swing with his blade. 84% chance to hit. She's not moving. And here comes Lae'zel. 80% chance. She's been cut in two. All right, that was easy. That's why she's the one that was sacrificed. I did it. Is that what you wanted? Did that work for you guys?
made your offering. Even better, you made a mess. I think I'll keep you, chosen.
Wait a...
Go with my...
Oh, okay.
Show the world the power of Boal. But chosen, just don't forget where you got it from.
Never would I forget. What did he give? Oh, we did get a buff. Boal's benediction. Advantage on attack rolls against bleeding creatures as long as you are Kuatoa to, as long as there are Kuatoa to worship Baal. So as long as we don't kill out these guys, we're gonna have a buff for the rest of the campaign, I think. Maybe it goes away, maybe it doesn't. I don't have too many ways of actually applying bleed. But let's not forget, we have taken down a character who has stolen a relic from the Githyanki. Well, on that note, I guess you guys enjoy this. The second religion of murder in this game alone. Oh my goodness. Wait, what's going on back here? See, here's the problem. I've never been in here and I want to explore, but I can't get in trouble now or I lose that buff forever. They have some drawings scribbled in the mud. In a book called The Ecstasy of Murder. Oh, God. Once Baal's favor has quickened within one of his beloved murderers, the bliss of his love is nigh indescribable. For he blesses his loyal with a new sensation, a mindless, instinctual, primal sensation that comes from within the bowels, an erotic spasm that washes over the killer in the moment of murder. It is said that in that instant his divine essence can almost be tasted. Forsake all other hedonisms, acolytes, for nothing can compare. Until the true ecstasies of murder wash over you, initiates, this scroll contains a prayer. You may say after a kill, calling for the Lord's disgrace to find its course in your body. Wow. So this entire religion was started because a scroll just happened to wash up in their cave about their murder lord Baal. And they made it into their own. Wow, I'm actually kind of, ooh, heavy chest. Actually kind of proud of them. Inside we find an arrow. Inside we find an arrow of arcane interference, an arrow of monster slaying, and 126 gold. Let's go get Gale back. I have a job for him. We are once again back at the Myconoid colony. We've been here a bunch. This is the same place that my vendor exists at. The one we're stocking up with potions of giant hill strength, elixirs of giant hill strength. This is the vendor right over here. Because we went to sleep, we do need to buy another one for the day. But because we're buying so much from this vendor, it feels right that we should try to do her quest too. You see, her husband went missing going out to farm some mushrooms in the area. I'll go ahead and buy my elixir for today. He is located very, very close by, and there's a very easy way to get him out of the predicament that he is in. Better yet, the reward from doing this quest would allow our party to get a little bit stronger in combat as well with our particular setup that we do have. So we're going to make our way over to these vines. This is the Dread Hollow. If we go over that way, there's they're horrors. I don't know what else they're called. Hook horrors, that's what it is. Scary little creatures that crawl around in the night. You see, here's the predicament. If we approach any of these mushrooms, they will start to swell with energy, just like the ones in the other area. If we get too close, they're going to blow up. However, Baelen only has 4 HP, so if there's any explosion over here, he's going to be in trouble with magic. We are going to use Gale's Mage Hand just because he can get his back. Whereas the Githyanki Mage Hand is a once-a-day kind of thing. Doesn't need to be invisible for this, although we do need to be careful. So let me go ahead and drop a quick save here as well. So Gale is going to approach in place. Stop. Oh, hey, bud, hey. Yeah, I see him. Yeah, I'm not that worried.
The name, Bibabang, a mushroom that releases dangerous spores. Highly flammable.
It's quite the predicament you've landed yourself in.
I know that. Scroll. Escape. My bag, please. I've dropped it somewhere.
I like how it doesn't even show me the bag. Hold on, I'll find your bag. Hold on.
Thank you.
You're good, bud. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. So we're going to summon in the mage hand, kind of right in the middle of this. It shouldn't interact with any of the mushrooms. We should be able to walk by completely unfazed. We are going to make sure the hand is selected and then throw this good man's bag over to him if I can. There was like 1 pixel there that looked okay. There we go, right there. Now, just returning this bag to this guy, he's going to look inside, get a scroll of Misty Step, and then step right on out.
I'm all right.
Just doing this for this guy gives you a pair of gloves when you talk to the girl back in town. That is for the throwing build. This is what I don't understand. The wiki has another set of gloves listed that is a potential reward from this quest. And I'm thinking if we want to get that, we're going to have to find a way of looting this noble stock, which is not the easiest thing in the world to do, to be honest, because this area's like everything over there is rigged to explode. I don't know if we need to get that or not. But first things first, this guy has been set free. Let's talk to him. Hey, bud, how you doing?
Right, what were you saying?
I met Dareth. She's waiting for you, bud. You want to head back?
Dareth, I must need to go.
Yep.
For you. Your trouble. Ta.
Ta. So he's going to run back. That scroll of invisibility is helpful, by the way. Don't get me wrong. Now, I'm not 100% on how I'm supposed to grab this without everything blowing up. So we're going to do it the only way I know how, which is everyone's going to get away from the explosion, and then I'm going to try my best to jump in there and grab it. One more quick save just for good measure. And again, this may not even give me the reward I'm after here. I'm not sure if it will. Again, it says it will on the wiki. The wikis have been wrong before, though. Man, I'm just a couple inches short of being able to jump over there. Am I really using my Githyanki leap already? It looks like I am. I can only do this once per long rest, so we are committing. We're going to jump to this corner where there's less explosions, and then we are going to attempt a Misty Step onto the rarest mushroom here. I got it! I got it! I got it! I got it! I'm running! I'm running quickly! Running quickly! Go! Well, I think that went pretty well. So this noble stock restores a creature to full health and removes all conditions that negatively affect them when consumed. When broken, this mushroom's typically odorless fronds emit a strongly medicinal aroma. And look how many explosions are still happening. I am so glad I got out of that. It is rumored that this mushroom can help with memory loss. Now, we could give that to someone in our party, and they may remember a bit more about their past. And I think that is cooler than turning it into a vendor for a pair of gloves that I'm only going to use for a little bit of time. And like I said, it seems like the wiki is wrong about this actually being a quest reward. I was trying to dig around for some more information about it, and I couldn't quite find it.
The mushroom?
So I think I have to make a decision here. Do I want to keep the mushroom, or do I want to give it to this guy? You see, he keeps forgetting everything. He has memory problems.
Look at that. Got my useless old man back.
Yeah, you did.
That's your doing.
Yeah, it is.
His hands are empty as a whole. We'll have to send him back out soon enough.
It's a miracle he survived. I'm just going to say this is dangerous territory.
Collecting noble stock. Valuable mushroom.
That was it.
Up in Baldur's Gate. The locals go mad for it.
What happens if I show it to her? I'm going to try.
To no surprise of mine, you're more competent than Baelen. Go on then. Hand it over.
Okay, give it to her. Let's see if it changes our quest reward.
I'll be on my way then.
Wait, that's it?
I do thank you. Come visit me in Baldur's Gate if you find yourself that way. I run a shop called Bone Cloaks. Baelen nearly sunk the shop to pay for a drink, when he was of his own mind. This might allow me to hang on a little longer.
Oh,
you
no.
take care out here.
He was a drunk, and she gave him... It seems like she messed with his memory so she could control him. That's the impression I got. Well, we once again get the gloves of an uninhibited Kushugo. This is one of the best pairs of gloves in the game if you're doing a throwing build. Not what I was looking for with this quest. I was hoping that turn-in would give me something else. Looks like the wiki is still not 100% accurate. What if we talk to Baelen? He does look like he sells stuff. Does he sell anything now?
Bibber bag. Curious. Next time. More careful next time.
Yeah, you should
For
be
certain.
careful. You should definitely be careful.
Thank you.
He only has camp
For your help.
supplies. I'm glad I found you when I did, Baelen.
Me too. Yes. Very glad. Someone's got to look after Derek.
Yep.
Anyway, what were you saying?
I'm just leaving, my dude. Thank you. Does she sell that mushroom back? I'm wondering if we can find this mushroom in Act 3 and actually give it to some of our allies. Ooh, she has another finger. I'm taking that too. Well, that's going to do it for today's episode, everyone. Didn't get the quest reward I was looking for from this. Looks like Gale's going to have to find something else to warm his fingers. But I think the other thing I said about this being our last episode in the Underdark was pretty accurate. We're going to head up to the high road in the next episode and get into some trouble. There's still some really good items for us to find here in Act 1. And let's not forget, the creche is looming on the horizon, and we will finally get to interact with some other Githyanki. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. See you guys again very soon.